And this is an ex-Giant apparently that's kind of upset some current Giants here. Tiki Barber, who, let's be honest here, he does tend to rub some people the wrong way at times. Like, that just is what it is. So he's on his show on WFAN. Says it's 3rd and 4 or 5, and Sean Payton has used 2 of those timeouts on that third down. The only play that you call, and I don't know if Mike Kafka trying to be cute. I don't know if this is Brian Daboll trying to be aggressive. I don't know if this is Jaxson Dart trying to be a hero. The only thing you do on that play is run the ball so that you force the Denver Broncos to use a third timeout. This game was lost, and you heard me scream it as soon as they decided to put the ball in a rookie's hand. This is why I always distrust rookies in moments where they make stupid rookie decisions, like throwing the ball over the middle of the field in simulated blitz when the linebacker is actually dropping into coverage and you don't see him. And you think you have a big play, but you don't. This is on the play call, period. The only thing you do is force the Denver Broncos to use 3 timeouts, keep the clock running, and punt the ball away. It's an inexcusable play call, and I don't understand it in any capacity. Now, listen, I can understand why people feel they need to come to Dart's defense with that, because it's kind of, you can kind of see this as a knock. But is he wrong?
No, it just everyone knows that Tiki just doesn't have like the EQ to go out there. It's say something like, "Oh yeah, I understand he's a rookie, but just sit there. I don't trust rookies."
Yeah.
Like there's a big difference. Like you're saying the same thing, but just 2 different ways. And it's like he's sitting there and it's like knocking Dart for like going out there playing. Like and at the day it was play calling.
See, I don't think it's an EQ thing with him, though. I look at it as like Tiki's not a player anymore. He's a member of the media. He has a job to do, and his job is to report on things going on with, the team as a whole. But it's also to go ahead and give his opinion as somebody who used to play the game. Like I hear people all the time. This is the weird thing. I hear people all the time with Carl Banks. Oh, he used to play the game. I want to hear what Carl Banks has to say. But then Tiki talks about it. It's like, shut up, Tiki. Like, he played.
Carl Banks gets a little bit. Carl Banks gets a little bit.
You could make the case, and listen, I have all the respect in the world for everything that Carl Banks did as a Giant, like years and years of being a really good player. But Tiki Barber, you could say, was a more important Giant in his tenure because he's literally the best running back we ever had. You're not saying Carl Banks is the best linebacker ever. Let's be honest. We all know who that is.
Yeah, he's in very tough company. There's a difference. It's a very tough company.
Oh, I get it, but I'm saying like Tiki Barber is more to the history of the team, but I feel like he just gets told kind of to shut up. Like, and I think a lot of this, let's be honest, he didn't handle the whole situation when he left very well. He tried to make a splash as a media person. Him and the Coughlin beef definitely spilled through, and he said some things that people didn't like about Eli.
I'm one of them.
Listen, I didn't like it when he said it either. But I think in the end, the thing is that he's a guy who just says what he thinks.
There's nothing wrong with that. And the segue into where we're going here is like it's how you say. Like you said, like this is a rookie mistake. You can even be a little harsh to say it's a rookie mistake, but just sit there. I don't trust rookies in big plays. Like when you start, it's almost the way he said it is almost like he's going after Dart. Kind of like how I guess you didn't see how Sean Payton was like, "Oh yeah, we like the young guy you got, but we want to see him exceed after we play." But it's kind of like, "Hey Russ, we're hoping we play you because we know you suck, and we want to see that young kid because we think he has talent to develop after we play." That's kind of what he's saying in the back end, and that's people can take it that way. Like you may not see it, but that's how people take it.
And I get it because of the other issues in the past, I feel like. But tell me where he's wrong here.
He's not wrong. I didn't say he was wrong. I said it's how he said it.
I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying.
That's the first thing I said. This is the first thing I said. He wasn't wrong. It's how he said it. That's where it comes down to.
I just feel like people get too sensitive because of the other issues in the past with Tiki. Like in this case here, he's not wrong. And you could make the case point blank that he was actually trying to protect Dart here. Because he's saying point blank, you're putting too much on a rookie. Rookies make mistakes. They don't necessarily see things that veterans see. And look what happened. You put him in a scenario, he didn't see things that a veteran might have seen. And because of that, I'm not going to say he cost the game. And to be honest, I don't think Tiki says point blank, Jaxson Dart cost us the game. But that play call very well could have been one of the factors that cost us the game.
So he allowed himself to put more of like a harsh sentiment of saying that those words on Dart, on a rookie, not even saying Dart, on a rookie, than saying, hey, shame on the coaching staff for putting a rookie in this position. There's a difference. So now that's more bullish towards the coaching staff than like what you just tried to read into what he said when he could have said it himself. Once again, it's the verbiage of how he got to his message. And that's why people are getting pissed off.
I get it. Like I said, and I think that's always just been kind of a weakness of his, so to speak. There, like
which I don't think, once again goes down to EQ.
Yeah. But I just feel like what he said is not wrong. What he said, I take more of it as a slight towards Brian Daboll, towards Mike Kafka. I didn't take it as a thing towards Jaxson Dart. The only thing he said about Dart is, I don't know if this is Jaxson Dart trying to be a hero. And I think you have to, as a player especially, have to say that kind of stuff because things happen in the huddle. You weren't in that huddle. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what the scenario was. Maybe they tried to do another run. Jaxson Dart's like, no, I got this. And they were like, okay. Like, we legitimately don't know. So I have no problem with him saying that. And that's the only time he said something specifically to Dart. So, and again, I think this is the issue of Tiki. I think if anybody else had come on there and said that, I don't think it'd been an issue. And that's not trying to give Tiki a pass for the past things in any way, shape, or form. I just don't think this is a big deal unless it was Tiki Barber. Like, I think if anybody else said that, I'm trying to get, like, let's say, I don't know who you want to throw out there. So let's say Amani Toomer, because Amani Toomer says things about the Giants all the time and pops on as a member of the media and stuff like that. If Toomer had said that, I guarantee nobody even blinks.
No, it definitely would make news. I don't know if it would be as big news as Tiki saying it, but it definitely would make news.
He's on the radio every time. He says things all the time. That's the thing. That's what I don't get. I don't know. I didn't think it's a big deal. But the big one that why people saw as far as this is Malik Nabors, literally on X after that came out, said, former Giants say legend talking about a rookie. We serious. Like, he took all offense to it. And the reports have been that a lot of the players kind of took offense to what Tiki said there. And again, I just stop being sensitive. That's a sensitive thing. That's all.
To a point, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, it's just, once again, verbiage.
Yeah.
Because listen, you want to talk about people being straight shooters and like being sensitive, again a little hard. Yeah, Tiki wasn't he was a little sensitive on his way out of the Giants organization before going to media. So you can sit there and say that.
Yeah. And like I said, I see Anthony's comment here again. He said, as they should back their quarterback. No, I have no problem with them backing the quarterback. I don't think, again, I think that's the problem is I think that wasn't a shot at the quarterback. That was a shot at the play calling. You could back your quarterback and not be overly sensitive.
You could have ended the conversation right before he goes, this is why I always distrust rookies.
Is he wrong, though?
You gotta say this is why you don't put the decision making in the rookie's hands. Different statement, different verbiage, same statement. But when you say you distrust rookies, means because he's out there, Cam Scadaboo and Jaxson Dart can't do anything because there's no trust in those guys to do the thing.
Yeah.
They're winning games for us, but they're the reason why we're winning games. So once again, it's the verbiage.
But again, you can protect them from themselves. And I think that's what I kind of took that as. So,
Yeah.
exactly. It is what it is. All right.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the Goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.